Recently, Roblox made the Creator Showdown stream, and I thought it was great. Well, the stream at least. So I started searching on YouTube for what people thought about it, but nothing came up, and I don't know why. And in this video, I'll share my opinion about the event. First, we'll go over the event, and then we'll talk about the positives and the negatives of the event, such as it being an RB Battles clone and the voting being broken. Before we start, you might be asking, what is the Creator Showdown? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a Hunt Mega style event where 4 teams of 2 fight for first place and also $25,000 US. But before we go into it, can we talk about the set of this event? It's one of the best sets I have ever seen. I mean, the players literally got a boxing style entrance, and look at the screens as well. It's just great with the set. Roblox 100% cooked with this set. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the event. Before we go to the event, we first need to get to know our teams. So let's start with the red team, also known as the favorites. They have Kalis, who has 7.3 million subscribers on YouTube, and he is known for aura farming, and he makes Stealer Brain Rot videos, though he used to be a variety gamer after switching to Roblox. The second member of this team is Fulton, who has 8.55 million subscribers, and he is a very popular YouTuber. And he also does Stealer Brain Rot, but used to make Rivals, Playboy, and even Bad Words videos. So he is very skilled and also has great chemistry with Kalis, which is very important for this event. Our next team, known as the Underdogs, is Ibella and Nico, representing Yellow Team. Nico has 4.6 million subscribers, and he makes Minecraft videos. How did this guy get into this event? And also, what the hell are these thumbnails? Oh, he has a Roblox channel. Okay. The Roblox channel, he does Stealer Brain Rot videos. Anyways, you probably know who Ibella is. She has 4.39 million subscribers and makes roleplay videos. Though she is very good in competitive games since she got to the final of the RB Battle Season 3, but unfortunately lost. Our next team is the Orange Team, who are the second favorite team to win. The team consists of Steak and Katrina Bruno. I don't know how to say the name. Steak doesn't need introduction. We all know who he is. He's a streamer and he has 4.87 million subscribers on YouTube, and he is also super confident that he will win. And Kat or Katrina Bruno has 11.1 million subscribers, so the most out of anyone in the event, and plays popular Roblox games, most notably 99 Nights in the Forest, and we know she grinded a lot before the event. Our final team is the Green Team, who has Me and You and Cake Mix. Me and You has 3.84 million subscribers and plays popular Roblox games. Meanwhile, Cake Mix, on the other hand, only has 440,000 subscribers, making her the channel with the least subs out of here, and plays just to impress. Now that we know our teams, it's time to know who will be narrating the match. Our narrators for this event are Bundan and Mimi. Bundan is a streamer most notably known for playing puzzle games. He has begun to transition into Roblox content since he didn't used to do much Roblox content, and he has 2.76 million subscribers. Meanwhile, Mimi is a professional esports commentator and even narrated the Valorant Championships, and she also narrated the Hunt Mega Final with J Party. Honestly, the narration throughout the whole event was great. They were always able to say something that kept the viewer hooked, and just a great job out of both of them. Anyways, now that we know everything, all the teams and players, we can get to the event and its system. So to kick the event off, we had the first game, Rivals. What I call the game that is the most skill is required to win, since there is FPS, obviously it's an FPS game, and a movement game. And here's how it will be played. It's an elimination draw where 2 winners play against each other for first place. Meanwhile, the 2 losers play for a chance to get a second place against whoever lost the final. And the points distribution was the first place got 6 points, second 4th, third 2, and 4th got none. Also, it is the Rivals rank game mode, so teams select the maps they don't want, and the last one is the one that they get. Also, they get up to 3 weapon switches, and they can ban up to 4 weapons that can be used throughout the whole game. The first scene to kick off the event was Red versus Yellow, and I thought Red would win this easily due to their experience in shooters, but it was actually a close match, so let's dive into how the match went. For the first point, Fulton and Kalis were playing very defensive in the start, but when Fulton killed Nico with the slingshot, barely surviving, Ibella got jumped by the whole Red team, and Red took the first point, making it 1-0. The second point happened when Yellow tried to get the high ground, and as soon as they killed Nico, Red with high health rushed Bella and killed her, taking the second point, making it 2-0 for Red. The third point, Yellow started changing their weapons and Nico used his new shorty to get Kayla's low so that Bella can kill him, playing more aggressively. However, Fulton makes an insane clutch and kills both of them, making Red taking the third point. The fourth point, Nico killed Fulton, but Fulton made them both low, so Kalis could kill them both easily, and Red takes the fourth point, making it 4-0. The fifth point, Yellow killed Fulton, and there was 5 seconds remaining, so Fulton told Kalis that if he survived, they won, but Kalis died in the last second, and Yellow took the fifth point, 4-1 for Red. And in the sixth point, Kalis kills Nico immediately, and then they start to rush Bella, and they kill her, winning the first match 5-1. Now, I thought Red played very defensive for such good FPS players, and the main strat was just to wait for one of them to die so they could fire back immediately. Now, personally, my strategy would be that one person would be pushing with the shorty while the other uses an assault rifle, but that's just my opinion. This game was very interesting, and it showed how most of the rounds will go for orange. If you see Kat in this game, you would see that shooters is not her favorite type of game. Also, it got spicy before the game even started, with Steak telling Cake Mix to go back to Dress to Impress. Now, this was the only instance of trash talking, which I thought there would be more since these YouTubers are all for the clicks. But they were very serious throughout the whole competition, and anyways, this is how it went. The first point, fans began to start trolling Steak by sending gifts blocking his screen, and Orange Team gets cooked because Green Team plays together and kills them both easily, taking the first point 1-0. The second point, Sig dies immediately and then they rush Kat. Also, Cake Mix is playing very well for a Dress to Impress player compared to Kat, who looks like she doesn't know what she's doing, making Green take the second point 2-0. In the third point, they kill Menu and rush and kill Cake Mix in a very quick pace point, and with that, Orange takes the third point 2-1. However, in the fourth point, Green rushes Steak and kills him, and Kat uses the flare gun, but since she has horrible aim, she dies and loses the point. Green takes the fourth point 3-1 for Green. In the fifth point, Steak uses the shorty and takes a lot of health from the enemy team, allowing Kat to finish them both, making Orange win the fifth point 3-2. The sixth point, Kat dies very fast. However, she does do a lot of damage to Cake Mix, so Steak kills Cake Mix. But when he tries to heal, Menu catches him off guard, killing him, taking the 6th point 4-2 for the Green Team. In the 7th point, both teams rush each other and Cake Mix dies. But Menu almost clutches it up, but Steak kills him the last second, so Orange takes the 7th point, making it 4-3. In the 8th point, Steak gets great damage as he kills Cake Mix, but Menu kills him, and Kat is there, but she doesn't get a connection with the Scar, and Menu ends up killing her. Honestly, if Steak was with a good FPS player, he would have won. I'm not saying Kat is bad, she's just bad at FPSs. And with that, Green takes the win 5-3 in a very, very close match. I genuinely expected Orange to win this one against Yellow, and what happened was just shocking, so let's just take a look. In the first point, Nico starts playing like a beast and kills the whole team by himself with some smooth movement, making Yellow take the first point 1-0. In the second point, Nico then starts using great movement again and kills one of them before dying, and Bella clutches up with 1 HP and kills Steak, who was at full. Yellow takes the second point, making it 2-0. In the third point, Nico makes a crazy play again and kills the whole team with some crazy movement again. Yellow takes the third point 3-0. In the fourth point, Nico again makes a crazy play and again kills the whole team with crazy movement, making Yellow widen the lead by 4 whole points. In the fifth point, Nico again makes a crazy play and kills the whole team with crazy movement and gets a total of 8 kills and 1 death, a crazy positive 7 KD, making the Yellow team 5-0. And not giving a chance to the opponents. I mean, this is super impressive. If you look at him in the first match, I did not expect he could play this well. Also, he's a Minecraft YouTuber. Just take a look at one of his plays.
What are the learnings from that initial match here?
Just work together. I feel like Steak and Kat started working together really well towards the end, and they were bringing it back.
Well, Nico got the mechanics. That movement is just excellent to get both. And maybe you don't need team play if you just destroy them.
Anyways, the final was set between Red and Green, so let's just look at what happened. In the first point, red starts playing defensive and kills Cake Mix. So then they can push together and they kill Menu. Red takes the first point 1-0. In the second point, Menu tries to push when he is low and red just kills him, and then just push Cake Mix and red takes the second point 2-0. In the third point, green started with lots of damage since they were focusing on one side. However, Fulton came from below and made them both low, so then Fulton pushed and killed them both, taking the third point 3-0. In the fourth point, Fulton started going crazy. As green started pushing, Fulton goes below and gets a double kill again, taking the point 4-0. In the fifth point, Fulton started aura farming, which is a pattern you see in the competition, and many used the forbidden sniper. If you know, you know. And then Fulton out of nowhere came in and eliminated them both, causing red to win 5-0. Honestly, this was a great performance from Fulton, getting a bunch of kills, and it was very impressive from him, seeing him play at this level. Now it was a second place match between yellow and green, so let's just see what happens. In the first point, Nico started playing with the forbidden sniper again. However, Nico gets a double kill with a sniper headshot. It's a crazy play for him, making yellow take the first point 1-0. In the second point, green team goes into a hole where they can't escape, so Nico abuses this and gets a double sniper kill headshot again. In the third point, Nico again gets a double kill with the sniper headshot and then gets a scythe and kills another person again, taking the third point 3-0. In the fourth point, Nico again gets a sniper headshot kill. However, this time when he went for the second one, he got deflected with the katana and died. And Bella almost chokes it, but she gets the kill, making yellow taking the fourth point 4-0. In the fifth point, Nico again gets a headshot kill and then does it again. Yellow wins the game 5-0. This match was insane for Nico, who got an outstanding 9 kills that match and a positive 8 kill to death ratio. From losing horribly to playing like a god. It was crazy transformation, and he is a player to look forward throughout the whole competition. However, that was not it for rivals, as every time a game ends, you can vote for play of the game, awarding a team a free point for the game. And these were the options. Red had Fulton's crazy clutch at 1 HP, killing Nico with a shotgun. Green team had the game-winning point against Orange. Yellow team had Nico's double sniper headshot kill underneath the tunnel. My favorite was definitely Yellow's due to the skill that was required to do that, but Red was also really good, and it was basically a lost point, but Fulton clutched, so that was pretty insane from Red as well. And the team that ended up winning was Red, winning the play of the game, giving them an extra point in the competition. So after the first game, this was the scoreboard. Red was leading with 6 points, and behind them was Yellow with 4, and Green was also there with 2 points, and Orange was in a commanding last place with 0 points. For our next game, we have Tower of Hell, and the format was the following. The team that is higher after the round ends gets first place and so on. There are 2 rounds and each one has the same point distribution. Each member of the teams get to choose when they play, either the first round or the second one. And this is the points distribution. As you can see, first place can get 3 points, second place gets 2 points, and third place gets 1 point. Meanwhile, fourth gets nothing. Generally, I expected more of this game, and it did not deliver, since generally everybody was horrible and obvious, making it bad to watch until the last moments, where there were a lot of intense moments to watch and was pretty good. In the first game, the following players played for their teams. Yellow had Nico, Red had Kalis, Green had Menu, and Orange had Cat. I don't waste your time for this one. The whole game was just Kalis and Nico camping in the green area until the last second, since they couldn't beat the stage. I could beat this tower, but let's just ignore that. As soon as the timer hit 0, they both jumped.
Who makes the jump? Does anyone move? The jump right at 0. Who got higher?
Nico and Kalis both jumped at the same time, and it was a very close jump, but I and many others clearly see how Kalis was in a higher block, so his chances of being higher as well, higher. And even the narrators say how Kalis was higher, however the mods overrule and said Nico was higher. And I mean, come on, really, it's clear that Kalis was higher. I mean, I have a screenshot of it, and what I can see, Kalis is higher, and it sparked mass outrage throughout the chat and social media by people saying it was rigged. But there's always the maybe, so maybe Nico was higher. We can't really know for sure, and it's a very doubtful call. In the second game, these were the rest of the players who played the tower. Yellow had Ibella, Red had Fulton, green had cake mix, and orange had steak. This game ended up being a competition for second place, and steak cleared the tower with ease, and the rest of the people were stuck in an easy part, and it's so embarrassing. I mean, I could do that with my eyes closed. I mean, look at it. Either way, in the final moments, Ibella made the wrong choice, and she fell lower than the others while trying to get up with the obstacle, and got third place, while Red got second, getting 2 solid second places. For the style point of the game, we had the following options. Yellow team had Nico's game-winning jump, green team with Steak putting on his hoodie with Aura, and obviously green team wins the style point due to its meaning. I mean, it's a style point, not a winning moment. After this game, this is how the scores were looking. Red still in first place with 10 points, yellow following behind with 8 points, orange with 4, and green in last place with 2 points. Even though yellow had a great performance, red managed to be consistent with the second place, keeping their lead in the competition. Our next game is Blue Luck Rivals. I genuinely have never played this game nor heard about it, but it's basically Super Striker League but anime style. There's also an ability button, but I don't know what it does. Anyways, how will the teams play this one, Aldimatri? Well, I'm glad you asked. So this is the following format. The teams that score the most goals after the time ends wins 2 points. They're paired up with 2 teams each and placed into one that repeats until everyone has played with everyone. Here's the distribution of points. If you win, you get 2, and if you lose, you get nothing. For these matches, I'll make a summary of the goals scored and an overall view of the match, so here's how the first one went. In the start, Nico scores the first goal from outside the box, making it 1-0 for them. Kayla's then expands the lead by scoring 2-0 from the left side. However, Menu scores immediately out of nowhere and closes the gap 2-1. Menu again scores from inside the box, tying the game up to 2-2. But Kayla's then expands the margin again by making it 3-2 with an inside the box steal. But Menu scores an insane outside the box goal almost from the halfway line, tying the game again 3-3. Then Fulton out of nowhere scores another one outside the box goal, widening the lead 4-3. Kalis widens the gap, securing a good opening, making it 5-3. And then Fulton got a rebound and scores in the top corner, taking the win 6-3. So basically, it's the best 2 teams in the game so far, and they got paired up and obviously won since they're the 2 best teams. They were able to win quite easily. However, the red team was way better than the yellow team since they scored a lot of the goals, but Nico also did pull off some crazy plays. So without further ado, let's dive into the next match. It began with Fulton scoring a crazy goal and an important one for his team, making it 1-0. And State gets a huge opening and ties the game 1-1. But then Fulton responds by making an outside the box goal and making it 2-1. And Nico does this super weird move and actually scores, tying the game, making it 2-2. However, Fulton scores a hat-trick, making the game 3-2 for them. And Steak ties the game again by getting an open goal, while Fulton answers immediately, making it 4-3, winning the game. This match was definitely the closest one, as red and green team only won by 1 goal, so just barely. And Fulton was one of the best players in the match. He's insane at this game. It's like he likes playing these games when he doesn't play them. Also, the games are starting to involve more passing. It's just like a football game. And also, red remains undefeated. And will they keep this status in the next game? We'll have to find out. So let's just start with this game. Fulton starts the game off by scoring a top left goal, making it 1-0. Steak then widens the lead, making it 2-0. Then Kayla scores an amazing outside the box goal, widening up the gap by 3 whole goals, 3-0. Kayla then uses the anime ability and scores, making it 4-0. And Menu scores a goal trying to close the lead, 4-1. However, time runs out and red becomes undefeated. One thing that gave red a huge advantage was their team started passing the ball with chemistry, which is a huge advantage since they can make crazy plays. Also, a pattern that I noticed was that most of the goals were scored due to the lack of defense. Since everyone was going for the ball, they couldn't defend it if someone got the ball and started running to the goal. So it is something that, if was made differently, will have a better place in the game. For the play of the game, the options were red's Fulton's great outside the box goal, yellow had Nico's frog jump goal and dash, and red team won the play of the game, getting another free point for them. After this game, red took a huge lead of 6 whole points since they were undefeated, widening their lead massively, and these were the points with the other teams. Red had 17 points, yellow with 11, orange with 7 points, and green falling behind with 4 points. Our last game that is pre-selected is Ink Game. So how does this one work? Well, it's simpler than you think. The format is last team standing wins. And this is how much you get for winning and losing. First place, you get 5 points. And the other places, you get nothing. Very simple, and it's literally Squid Game. So let's just get into it. This is your average game of red light, green light. Nobody trolled, and that was unexpected since I thought people would try to get others out. Like red trying to get yellow out since they were a threat, but they didn't. Nobody lost. I don't know what to say. It's a basic game. Everybody got their cookies and finished them. Though they did use the tap strat instead of following the shape out. Now this is interesting one since in the start of the game everybody played passive. However, towards the end, green and yellow said they will attack red. However, nobody struck in fear of losing a player and not getting a single point. Which was the main problem since if I was them, I would attack red due to the strength in numbers, but they didn't. This was the only game that eliminated people, and those people were Kat and me and you. And the rest were able to easily go through to the next and final stage. There's not much to say about this one. Now this one is very controversial. You see, Zeke and Bella spawned in a platform, so people thought it was 1v1s until the end. However, the others started getting damaged since they spawned at the door, causing them to lose half health when they got into the Squid Game. That sparked lots of outrage, and Zeke said the teams who have 2 players should fight, but nobody agreed on that. Either way, the first one to die was Fulton since they were winning, and right after that they targeted Kayla since he was alone. However, Cake Mix also falls after that, leaving only 2 teams left, yellow and orange. Sig then kills Nico and Bella, taking the 5 points, and now he has a chance to come back. Also, Red tried playing aggressively to get yellow out, but it didn't work. Meanwhile, Stick just waited and played defensive and won. The play of the game were the following. Red had Fulton's double critical hits, yellow had the elimination of red team, and orange had the game winning elimination. And red team won that point again. After the match, this was the score. Red still in the lead after their loss and is in the lead by 5 whole points, giving them a huge advantage in the last game. And green team is in dead last with still only 4 points, and they cannot come back anymore since it's already over for them. So now was the audience vote, and you could choose between Frontlines and Volleyball Legends. For some reason everyone wanted Volleyball Legends, but I wanted Frontlines since it's a high skill game unlike Volleyball Legends. Either way, we know that the wildcard game gave 2 times the points, and for the final review, Volleyball Legends won. So now let's get to how this would work. Now, how will this work? Well, it's a 2v2, each team against each one, and it's the same one as Rivals, where there's a back draw. Seed 1 plays against Seed 4, and 2 goes with 3 is single elimination rounds, and these were how the points were distributed. First place would win 12 points, second place would win 8 points, third place would win 4 points, and fourth place would win nothing. In this game, there's a lot of pressure because if Red won, they won the whole thing, so there was a lot of pressure for Red. Mostly, there were no good points since the game was mostly just trying to spike the ball instead of setting it up for others to spike like in real volleyball. However, the Red team had a good strategy where one person was in the front trying to spike and the other one was covering in the back. Also, Red began serving really well, and the Green team just didn't know how to play. The Reds started destroying them, and they literally didn't touch the ball 5 times in a row. However, it looked like Green could come back since many also started serving very well, and in 14-7 this happened.
Point left. That's all Red needs.
Match point. Their serves have been excellent. They've been good all tournament. It's their chance to lock it up. A reply. Back over the top. Cake needs to get it done.
Jump early.
Payless in position. It's
They're both
back
forward.
and
They're both
forth.
forward.
Oh, that's way too far. And you hits it out of bounds, and that is game.
That's right, Red team won 15-7, taking the whole competition. So now Yellow and Orange are competing for second place. In the start, Nico was spiking the ball very well, and there were also long rallies. And then Bella also started serving very well, but most of the time she misses just barely. However, Orange tried to set the ball for spikes, but Nico kept spiking the ball very well and also defending the spikes very well. And by the end, Nico kept serving very good, giving Yellow an easy win and securing the second place, winning 15-4 against the Orange team. Also, Nico started emoting on the other team for a while. I don't know why. Let me just take a look at it. In this match, Menu starts spiking very well, waiting for the ball to drop low and spiking it. Also great serves by both teams. It was a very close match in the start, but Green won easily by the end, giving them the win 15-7. But MVP is definitely Menu. He played a very good game here. So for the final, it was a very close match. You see, Nico started spiking very well and also defending the spikes good. And most of the rallies were super long between both teams. And after every play, they got even better. And when all hope seemed lost for Red, they started a comeback. And in 14-13, to get a deuce or win by 2, this happened.
Out of bounds, 2 away.
This is huge. Can we see the reversal?
I'm feeling it.
They're saying they're feeling it.
And they tie it up.
Feeling the nerves.
Bolton gets it in. One spike, though, it could still end it.
One mistake, though, could cost them.
And that's out of bounds.
13-14. We might see a tiebreaker.
Bro.
Red needs this.
If they win this, it's win by 2.
Great serve by Kalis.
Kalis on the reply. It's so back and forth. Nico! He's ended it!
Where did that come from?
That's right. Yellow won 15-13, but they still lose the championship. But that was 100% one of the best games here played between these two teams. However, Yellow thought they had won, but Bella goes like, I think we didn't win. After a while, they revealed the final scores. In last place, we had Green with 8 points, still walking out with $5,000 US. In third place, we had Orange with 12 points, going out with $7,500 US. And for second place, we had Orange team with 23 points, walking out with $12,500. And Red team with 26 points were the first ever champions of the Creators Showdown, walking out with a massive bag of $25,000 US. Honestly, one of the things that surprised me the most was Nico, who was a player that stood out. I would expect him to lose in 4th place since he does Minecraft, but he played very well almost all of the games. Obviously, we all knew that the red team would have won since they are the most skilled out of anyone there, and they did deliver on that. Also, great stream by Roblox. It was recorded live in the studio, so for the first one being live and not pre-recorded like the Hun Mega, it's a huge step up. Talking about the stream, it is very good to watch repeatedly, even though you know who wins, because the commentators did such a great job. And also, they're really good moments in the stream, and I recommend you to watch it. And if you haven't, click the card on the top right corner to watch the whole thing. Also, music in the stream was great, from the background to the winning effect, because when you won, it sounded like the Murder Mystery 2 banger that plays when you win, but it's obviously different. Also, I need to mention this. Why does the crown look like a balloon, even though it's 3D printed with metal? I also hope that there are more of these, because they're really good to watch. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here. There are many concerns about this. For example, one of the main things was the voting system for the block being broken. I was there, and when I tried to vote, I could, but then it said I didn't vote, so that was really weird and very annoying. But people made a huge deal about it. It's not that deep. There are only items that I can guarantee you will never use. And Roblox, to fix this, did a DJ thingy after the event ended, but it was still bad, since for another DJ to go, the first one needs to leave, and they never do. So Roblox didn't actually fix anything, honestly. Speaking about DJs, let's talk about Creek glazing Orange team harder than DJ Academics glaze Drake in the Drake versus Kendrick beef.
That's the team. They're winning. They're winning.
And here they are, the Orange team. It's Katrina and Steak.
They're
Welcome
winning.
to the stage, guys.
And you bet when Steak won in-game, this guy was celebrating like crazy.
She's good. Bella is gone. And Steak claims the victory. Orange team, they take it home. The 5 points is theirs. And that is huge. They were sitting in 3rd place going into this game now.
But just like Drake, Orange team lost, and Creek lost his words. Also, talking about glazing, the YouTube chat was so annoying. All they did is say, we are Forsaken. Bro, we are not Forsaken. Like, why are 7-year-olds spamming this? Like, that doesn't even have to do with the event, man. Like, shut up. You read chat to see people's opinions on what's happening, not whatever we are Forsaken is. Anyways, we can't really end this without talking about the obvious RB Battles clone. You see, as soon as Roblox announced this, we all knew it was an RB Battles clone. And if you don't know what RB Battles is, I made a video about it. But let's just skip myself promo. Basically, it's the same thing. No, literally, it's the same thing. Favorite YouTubers battling different games for a prize. It's the same thing. Instead of Roblox supporting them, they just do their own RB battles to hide RB battles. Like, give them the money. You're literally giving away 50,000 US dollars. But in conclusion, the overall event was great. If we hide the fact that it's an RB battles clone, it really shows the redemption of Roblox as a whole, and I thought the event was great. And it is fine if you have a different opinion about the event, even though the voting was broken. It's such a small thing about the event, it barely ruins the experience. I mean, the event is supposed to be something you watch, not something you play for rewards. Also, I can't go without highlighting the great commentators, Mimi and Bundan. They made the experience great to watch, and I genuinely hope Roblox does it again, but actually remembers about RB battles. Know what? Maybe I'm also DJ Academics glazing Roblox.